the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New. Yeah.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is February 10th, 2024. It is 1:26 a.m. This is video number 2. Video number 1 is on our part of Pew service. I just recorded it. I'm gonna be recording all night because I have a lot to share with you. As long as I get them out of the way, any new tweets that come up, I could just keep on recording and save it when I have time to edit. But I've been way behind. Okay, so I will be tackling the Harry versus MGN phone hacking. I have about 16 tweets. There were a lot. Okay, 16 tweets, and there's one article from Byline, and then the squad, you know, LOL kind of tweets. Hopefully I make it within an hour, and then afterward I probably will do some stuff regarding when Harry was in the UK. Okay, when he went to visit his father, and then there's some things regarding the award, and there's 2 tweets that I came across that's worth sharing regarding Kate. Okay, so let's look at the background of this channel, and then we'll get started with the Byline one, and the link of the article will be in the description. Right, so let's get started. This is Byline Times, and that was yesterday, February 9th, 2024. It was posted. Okay, Prince Harry demands Piers Morgan police probe as shockingly dishonest. Mirror pays out again over hacking. Substantial evidence of criminal behavior and cover-up at Mirror Group newspaper emerged last summer at trial. Okay, Dan's Evan White report. So we're gonna go over it. Okay, the link will be in the description. If you can support Byline, please support them, because this is the only honest newspaper in the UK, and they're not as well funded as, why was it so small? Okay, they're not as well funded as those papers that Piers Morgan works for. Okay, so if you can support them, please go support them. All right, this is the article. Prince Harry has won another big payout to settle his phone hacking case with the publisher of the Daily Mirror, and repeated calls for former editor Piers Morgan to face criminal investigation. It came as High Court Judge Mr. Justice said that Morgan's former employer's Mirror Group newspaper, MGN, has been shockingly dishonest for concealing endemic wrongdoing at its Daily Mirror, Sunday Mirror, and Sunday People. Oh, there was a Sunday People too? That's news to me now. Tabloids between 1996 and 2011. It follows a comprehensive courtroom victory for the Duke of Sussex in December, in which Justice Vancourt found that there could be no doubt Mr. Morgan, the Daily Mirror's editor from 1995 to 2004, knew about his newspaper's hacking and habitually unlawful use of private investigators. On Friday, MGN agrees to pay the Prince an undisclosed sum in respect of 115 articles over and above the £140,000 he received last year for distress and invasion of privacy relating to 15 other illegal obtained stories. During the trial, it was heard that MGN was spending up to, oh my God, £925,000 a year on illegal snooping. So they have the money so they could pay up Harry. So when they realized that Harry was not gonna back down, and I think this is what the meeting was. I'm sorry to say this, to meet his father for cancer, this kind of thing. I think it was a way to convince him to remove the paper. But Harry had already made up his mind. If his father had helped him from day one when he needed it, this will not go too far. They didn't expect that from Harry. So Harry had enough from, you know, he stayed quiet, but he was collecting evidence. And this is why when he went to his father, whatever, to tell about the papers, I forgot how it went. And when they asked him to give, I think it was on Spare or DocuSerious, when they, I believe it was the firm, Man Graysuit, who asked to show, for Harry to show what he has on the paper. When Harry realized they were not gonna help him, he then gave them this information. And this is what he's using here in court. I believe it was on Spare, the book. During the trial, it was heard that MGN was spending up £925,000 a year on illegal snooping, targeting thousands of people of interest to the editors of MGN's 3 titles. Wow. Everyone in the UK are not safe. Lawyers for the Prince read a statement outside court in which he claimed a famous friend and focusing on Morgan, who did not defend himself at trial but attacked the judgment from his doorstep, called for the rule of law to be upheld. Alright. I believe I have a video of Piers Morgan on my list. The Prince said, quote, "After our victory in December, Mirror Group have finally conceded the rest of my claim, which will have consisted of another 2 trials, additional evidence, and 115 more articles." And this is the thing I was raising when he was in the UK. And I said, this is probably the discussion that they were doing with his father to remove the case, when Harry told, in my humble opinion, told his father, no, I'm not gonna remove it. And then they went on the bashing the following day. Okay, everything we said was happening at Mirror Group was in fact happening, and indeed far worse, as the court ruled in its extremely damning judgment. And it continues, as the judge has said this morning, we have uncovered and proved the shockingly dishonest way the Mirror Group acted for many years and then sought to conceal the truth. In light of this, We call again for the authorities to uphold the rule of law and to prove that no one is above it. That includes Meghan. But unfortunately, Harry's family, the Queen, made sure they were above the law. That includes Mr. Meghan, who as editor knew perfectly well what was going on, as the judge held. Even his own employer realized it simply could not call him as a witness of truth. His contempt for the court ruling and his continued attack ever since demonstrate why it was so important to obtain a clear and detailed judgment. So in other words, as he continued his attack, it forces, it pushes, it encourages Harry to continue with the lawsuit. So all his attack was pretty much, he was hurting himself. Piers Morgan. Okay, as I said back in December, our mission continues. I believe in the positive change it will bring for all of us. It is the very reason why I started this and why I will continue to see it through to the end. In its most recent statement on the matter, given the byline time last week, the Metropolitan Police said it was continuing to consider the content of Justice Vancourt's 386-page ruling before deciding whether to initiate criminal inquiries into Meghan. Meghan was first interviewed in February 2014 over phone hacking by Scotland Yard's Operation Golden. Despite Golden's discovery of significant evidence and the prospect of securing multiple former staff as a witness against the company and heavy expenditure of public resources on Golden, former editor of public prosecution Alison Sanders decided in 2015 that there was insufficient, see, this is the thing here, insufficient prospect of winning a conviction in any of 10 potential cases against MGN employees. They have no shame over there. First there was enough and then all of a sudden there's none. My God, it's the same thing when they see Charles with bag full of cash. They went investigating, there was nothing. There's the Virginia Giuffre thing in the UK, there was none. My goodness. However, substantial evidence of criminal behavior and cover-up at MGN emerged last summer at trial, during in which Justice Vancourt found endemic unlawful information gathering went on at MGN's 3 national newspapers between 1996 and 2011. At trial, former Mirror journalist Omid Scobie gave evidence that he heard Meghan being told a story about the singer and actress Kylie Minogue was sourced from a voicemail. It also heard from a former News Labour Downing Street communication director, Alistair Campbell, who according to the judge gave compelling evidence that illegal techniques were used by the Mirror to obtain detail of his mortgage. In addition, Melanie Cantor, an agent and publicist for the presenter and columnist Ulrika Johnson, said that Meghan, quote, always seemed to be the first person to know about events that had recently happened involving her clients, and that invoices and phone records demonstrate that she had been repeatedly hacked by Meghan's Mirror reporters. My goodness, that put other people's job at risk, because if, for instance, this person here, Ulrika Johnson, her client talked some sensitive information with her, and then Meghan is hacking her phone, you know, they could easily point at her and say, why are you leaking things? You're making extra bucks from me telling you information. This is so unfair. Okay, the judge ruled that other key MGN figures, some of whom now holding senior roles at other organizations, my God, were aware or likely aware of illegal activity, including Richard Wallace, now Piers Morgan's boss at Murdoch on Talk TV, and Neil Wallace, former editor of The People, who in 2015 was acquitted of phone hacking charges relating to his time as deputy editor at the News of the World. Others include Meghan Mirror deputy editor Tina Weaver, for whom he advocated in 2001 to become Sunday Mirror editor, Meghan's former features editor Mark Thomas, and Sunday Mirror and The People senior editor Nick Buckley, and James Scott, the journalist who handed Meghan one of his biggest Mirror scoop, hacked straight from the voicemail of former England football manager Steven Goran Eriksson and television presenter Ulrika Johnson. Okay, Johnson, yeah. The Duke of Sussex called for action from the authorities following a boozing day for MGN, in which it was ordered to meet the claimant cost of £1.9 million as they demonstrate that MGN had orchestrated a cover-up of illegality involving some former board members and the legal department, which the judge described as shockingly dishonest. Justice Vencord also rejected an application to appeal against his decision to apply limitation laws to some phone hacking cases. Oh, so he rejected it, which gave claimant a 6-year countdown to bring legal action from the time at which they reasonably ought to have believed they had been wronged. However, the matter related to the Duke's co-claimant, actress Nikki Sanderson, and former wife of comedian Paul Whitehouse, Fiona Whitman, will now be referred to the Court of Appeal directly for a decision on whether the judge's findings merit review. Wow. So Harry has his all done, but the others continue. They went to thing. So based on what Harry raised, there could be other lawsuits from other people, not from Harry. Harry's done. Harry's done, but for other people. So they give them that countdown. This is the thing that Charles did to Harry. Okay, waste his time, kill the time, prevent him from pursuing it sooner. Maybe that were the part that the judge rejected because of time consuming. But the others, I believe he got the judge were able to review them. Okay, so let's read some of the comments. I'm not gonna go through all because there's a lot. This is byline, so there's other people other than Squaddies. Okay, may Justice and Prince Harry win. This will be also win for UK society. Let 2024 be the year Trump, Piers Morgan, and them wouldn't all end up behind bars where they belong. Okay, the Met Police can charge Piers Morgan with inciting violence toward Harry. Yeah, with what I was saying, they were so negative. There's no way I was gonna share them on my community, but I don't want to go into that. This is another thing here, probably relating to the same thing, but I'm not gonna read that article. Has Piers Morgan been sacked by Talk TV? Rupert Murdoch after the Prince Harry's judgment, The Guardian. Okay, said for any one of the 2 million that he claims watches him on YouTube, is this a modern form of torture? Let me bookmark this. Okay, coincidence? After nearly 2 years of the daily 8 p.m. show, Piers Morgan is leaving the unnecessary straitjacket of his Talk TV show to focus on his successful, uncensored YouTube channel. So that's what the Squad were making fun of. Oh my god, the Squad was something. They know how to make reference to things without naming names. They're good. Okay, so there's all those people they tag. Piers Uncensored, Piers Morgan Live, Piers Morgan Talk TV, Daily Mirror, Daily Politics, etc. must be investigated for the sake of the UK and its 67 million subjects. This opens it up for 100 more to sue. Yep, I think so too. Especially the last part that I read from that article. Alright, so let's go to the next one. This is an ad. It could go on and on. Alright, remember I have 16 tweets and I'm already 18 minutes just on the first one. Okay, so this is the video that I was talking about. I hope he continues to run his diarrhea mouth when he's in prison. Alright, so that's a retweet. Invading the privacy of the royal family is utterly reprehensible, and on that I share Prince Harry's opinion. I just wish he stopped doing it. Piers Morgan responded to the Duke of Sussex settlement. Alright, so let's see here. 36 seconds. I'm sorry, there will be a screenshot. Let's go into it so it'll be bigger. I'll read some because there's a lot of other things. Let's bookmark it. Let's listen. There will be a screenshot, okay? Screen.
What do you think about Harry's statement? What do I think? I think that, listen, I think that invading the privacy of the royal family is utterly reprehensible. And on that, I share Prince Harry's opinion. I just wish he'd stopped doing it.
What about you? Do you wish you hadn't done it?
That's it. Well, what was going on?
What about you? You wish you haven't done it. Alright, does Piers Morgan realize that he's not a member of the British royal family? Yeah, his track record doesn't really show a lot of respect for people's privacy, including the parents of the dead little girl. Alright, let's pause this. Perfect answer by Piers. Okay, Piers Morgan called the royal family in 2018. Piers Morgan is a liar. I don't want to get things from YouTube. I've shared this so many times. Alright, writing a memoir or doing a documentary and giving interviews is one thing. Illegal phone hacking is criminal. Nice try, Pinocchio Piers. I think the royal family allow their royal reporters to invade Harry and Meghan's privacy when they whisper nasty stories about them. I think so too. Alright, so there's more. And leak their projects to royal reporters. If someone tells the story of their life, then the people in it should have acted right. Don't blame the memoir, blame the family who thought they could treat Harry and Meghan like shit behind the closed doors, and Harry could live that bit out. That's right. This is his story, so the people that involved in those stories, you know, he mentioned. And in his book, it's not everything he mentioned. Some people outed themselves, whether they were true or not. For instance, the behind the pub thing. If you know, you know. Alright, so that's that. Okay. He needs a reminder that Prince Harry is the royal family. He is the king's son and not a stranger, unlike this ugly frog. Harry has the right to speak about his experience in that family. The more you post these stories, the more people I see speaking out about Piers Morgan. Finally, people like Morgan are being called out. I hope that charges can be laid against his dirty practices. Piers still hoping to see his name in the honors list. Not going to happen. Okay, Piers Morgan should stop using the royal family to cover his wrongdoing, unless if he knows something and he could hide behind them. Alright, because there was this extra interview he did with the US, and he said, you know, the royal family thanked him, not Harry, but the other ones who were giving him information, allegedly.
You heard from anyone in the palace thanking you for the, you know, serious defense of them?
I've had some messages communicated to me on behalf of several members of the royal family.
Upper level
people? We're very grateful that. Well, I'm not going to go into who it was, but what I would say is gratitude that somebody was standing up for them.
And the other thing that Piers Morgan, people like Piers Morgan, those foot soldiers, should get into their skulls. The royal family will never be prosecuted for any of their wrongdoing. We've seen so many other things that they've done. There's police investigation, and then before you know it, everything is dropped. Okay? So people who are not blood royal should not be doing illegal things for the royal family, because they will be the one to be blamed for their stupidity. Okay, you should know by now the things that they're making you do are wrong, and then the royal family will not be prosecuted. Alright, so it's on them, whoever tried to do anything that is illegal for the royal family. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. Let's go back, see what some of the squad were saying here. This is the retweet. Okay, his lovely friend Camilla, who invited him to her party. I'm sure if he does, there will be plenty who will volunteer to put something in it. It's prison after all. There will be so many things. Alright, so that's an ad. Okay. Alright, let's read bottom up. Let's see what Morgan said when he's in prison. Because Camilla is his friend, he always hide behind the royal family. I wonder why. I don't know. Let's go to the next one. That's another video regarding Piers Morgan. Okay. So apparently it seems like this young man was in one of Piers Morgan's TV show. So he was talking about it. So let's see what he said here. My thoughts on Meghan and Harry after defending them on Piers this week. Sussex Squad. Okay, 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Right, it's not as easy to just say that the royal family aren't racist.
He's not lying.
No,
you can't say he's a liar.
He and his wife accused the royal family of being racist. That was a lie.
Just so fed up of Piers.
Wait a second. Then he was the one who named the two royals that are racist. Kate and what's the other one? And Charles?
I will never believe it. But now we can start the process of finding out if they ever got uttered, what the context was, and whether there was any racial intent at all. Like I say, I don't believe there was. The royals who are named in this book are King Charles and Catherine, Princess of Wales.
Then Meghan said that? Okay, but let me move it back slightly.
It was a lie.
Just so fed up of Piers Morgan and the British press constantly saying, oh, Harry lied and said this, and Meghan said that, and it's destroyed the royal family. Like, the last time I checked, they were still standing. Well, some of them. And they've still got quite a lot of money, and they still have quite a lot of privilege and influence on British life. So I actually think they're completely fine. Okay, sorry, they're like slightly offended. Well, I mean, imagine how offended you'd be if all of your jewels were stolen. You know, if your land had been stolen. In terms of offense, I don't really feel like they've got a leg to stand on. Like, who cares? Like, it's fine. And look, I love the royal family. It's absolutely okay to love the royal family and acknowledge that they have a history of racism. I honestly just think it's perplexing that people want to deny that. It doesn't make any sense to me. And so that's why I will always stand for Meghan and Harry.
But then that video that I purposely try not to play it, Piers Morgan was in there. He said they are racist. I have a copy of it. I'll put the part where he said his part here, where the royal family are racist, something like that. In that nature. I'll put it.
She's mixed race, she's American, she's a divorcee, actress. Those are 4 ticks. No member of the royal family, the senior members, ever thought they would see having to be ticked when it came to Harry's bride. Meghan's marrying into a family which has, to put it mildly, a dodgy track record on race. It's not Meghan Markle's problem, it's their problem.
Telling the truth. Listen, I mean, they haven't done anything wrong, they just told the truth. And it's so boring hearing the British media go on and on about how William hates Harry. Like, who cares? Who gives a... I don't care whether they hate each other. They don't. I'm sure they absolutely do not hate each other. But either way, why are we talking about this? Like, leave them alone. King Charles is not very well, so leave him alone and stop making this about Harry. It's so boring. Anyway, I said that's all I have to say. But love you all. Thanks so much for your kind messages.
Alright, so let's see here. Oh, James, you asked Piers Morgan the right question. Now the court ruling has exonerated you. Your showdown with him sent him packing off air on Talk TV. Right, exactly. I always love to see fellow Brits who aren't in denial. Okay, he gets a follow from me. Not many people dare to stand up to these bullies. There's the heart here. That's an ad. So let's move on. Next tweet. Uh-oh, I'm starting to get tired. I've been recording already for like 2 hours. Okay. What's funny about all this is that Piers Morgan ruined his entire career for the royal family, and the royal family does not give 2 shit about Piers. I bet they didn't even give him a phone call. So there's me here. The royal family cannot be prosecuted. Piers Morgan can. That's the thing I can't understand with royalists, ruining their career for the royal family. But okay, go ahead. Alright, Piers works for Murdoch. Murdoch, funded by Chinese mob money. His empire exists to distress, coerce, influence, antagonize. Okay, let's put allegedly. Okay, but I have another source that I think might be behind it, but I'm not gonna say because, you know, my humble opinion, I can't prove it. Alright, so this, whatever we just read here, allegedly. Okay, and this is another reason why I get really weirded out by America causes woosies with some countries, because we know that these other countries hate us and they're hacking out election, etc. to drive discord through social media. Oh, there's that. And I wanted to find out if the royal family has thanked him again, asking for a friend. Okay, that's the thing I was saying about the extra interview he did with the US. Okay, I think, what's his name? Something Bush, Bob or Rob Bush or something like that. The one who was laughing with Trump when Trump was saying something about grabbed by the, you know what, that guy. Alright, I heard he wines and dines with the likes of Carmilla and the ugly Clarkson. They don't have to. He's probably had their phone hacked and know he's got their thoughts and prayers. That is it entirely. The palatial mouth will spit you out as soon as you are to their taste. I'm laughing at how karma presents itself if we wait patiently. I'm so proud of King Harry. Okay, he will soon find out the hard way. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. But if they're waiting for the police to do something, it's not gonna happen. Okay, it's not gonna happen. Harry will have to take the drastic step alone. This is the sick thing that's going on in the UK. All right, next tweet. Prince Harry's lawyer reading his prepared statement on his victory. I love this for Prince Harry. To all the naysayers who thought it was suicide, including his father, when you have truth on your side, it's not simply about winning or losing. It's about principle. Okay? 1 minute and 54 seconds. I'm sorry, there will be screenshots.
As you know, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, couldn't be present today. However, he's prepared statements following Mirror Group's acceptance of the remainder of his claim and their agreement to pay substantial additional damages to him as well as his costs. I'll now read that statement on his behalf. After our victory in December...
Okay, I'm gonna pause this for a few because there's a statement that I have. I'm gonna open it on another screen, you will not see it, and I want to make sure it's the same thing that he's reading so I don't have to read it again. Let me pause for a second and look for it. Okay, so let's listen. I have it right there on the side. Let's see if what he's saying is the same thing that is written here, because I have it somewhere on my list so I don't have to read it. So let me move it back slightly. Oops.
After our victory in December, Mirror Group have finally conceded the rest of my claim, which would have consisted of another 2 trials, additional evidence, and 115 more articles. Everything we said was happening at Mirror Group was in fact happening, and indeed far worse, as the court ruled in its extremely damaging judgment. As the judge has said only this morning, we have uncovered and proved the shockingly dishonest way in which the Mirror acted for so many years and then sought to conceal the truth. In light of this, we call again the authorities to uphold the rule of law and to prove that no one is above it. That includes Mr. Morgan, who as editor knew perfectly well what was going on as the judge held. Even his own employer realised it simply could not call him as a witness of truth at the trial. His contempt for the court's ruling and his continued attacks ever since demonstrate why it was so important to obtain a clear and detailed judgment. As I said back in December, our mission continues. I believe in the positive change it will bring for all of us. It's the very reason why I started this and why I will continue to see it through to the end. Thank you very much.
Okay, so it's the same thing, so I will not be reading it again on the next tweet. Alright, so let's see here. The other thing too, for Piers Morgan to go after Harry's wife, Harry is not done. He's gonna make sure that goes all the way through. Nice to see the good guy won against the salacious and depraved corporate media. Agreed, thank you. There's that, here. So happy for them. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. And I believe this is the part... Oh, 1 second. Did I just delete it? Yeah, I did delete it. Alright, so I had to do undo. Alright, so we just heard the lawyer read this, so I'm not gonna read it again. Sussex Squad, I will have a strong cocktail for me and Prince William today to celebrate his brother, our good King Harry's win. And William, if you're reading this, blink twice for me and let's chug some hot liquor to chase it down. Alright, so there's that statement here. Let's read some of the comment. There's, oh my god, the squad are responding on GIF. There's the laugh here. There's that. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so that was the same statement. Next tweet. Alright, the fact that Prince Harry went toe-to-toe with these bullies, unlike his family, who are so scared of them and under their control, and came out victorious. He's iconic. Okay, Prince Harry gets substantial damages and Mirror hacking case, Prince Harry newspaper hacking case at High Court. Alright, some of the comments. That's a man who loves his family and respect himself there's the heart, Harry. Royal family, good King Harry, bloodied, unconquered, invincible, unbowed, unbroken, invictus. Captain Wells, the British soldier, stand tall, battle weary, but triumphant in his victory against the British media and the British royal family. Okay, so that's an ad. There's that. That's a different language. He is, yes, he is amazing. Even the police are scared of them. Yeah, my God, there's too many at the top that have been dirtied on the way up. All right, and now what, back to sitting on grubby cinema seat. Okay, what does that mean? Cinema seat. I don't know, but I know they don't mean well, so let's get this off of my thing. I don't have to see them again. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. All right, so there's that here. I can't believe how right I was. So that's a tweet that I posted. Is it this? No, it's there. I'll go into it. Okay, King Charles was probably begging him to withdraw his case, and Harry said no. Okay, so the thing that I post here, this is the first tweet that I saw where Harry won, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. While he was in the UK, and some of the thing that I was saying, you know, Harry went over there due to his father's cancer scared or whatever, and I said there's probably a lot of begging going on, and I'll go into my tweet, you know, reading this. So pretty much while Harry was in the UK, there were a lot of different conversations that were going on among squaddies and probably non-squaddies as well. But what happened was that one of the things that I assume was happening was that, not knowing, the following day there was going to be a ruling on the hacking case. I didn't know. But one of the things that I said during the time he was in the UK was that there's a possibility the cancer that they made public regarding King Charles was to get Harry's attention, and then for Harry to go to the UK to meet with King Charles, his father, and then Charles was probably gonna try to convince Harry to remove you know, the case. All right, convince him in some shape or form. Okay, so that was a speculation, and then the following day I was shocked, and then there was the result of his phone hacking case. All right, so that was what my assumption was when the reason why he went to the UK. There's a possibility, in my humble opinion, they used the cancer. Charles probably have it, or maybe they made it up to get his attention. But if he has it, they capitalize on that to get Harry to the UK. All right, so that's that. Let's get back to the original recording. All right, so let me read this. There's no comment. Breaking news: he won. Prince Harry agrees to massive money settlement, with the Mirror paying all his legal costs, and an overwhelming victory. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, Piers Morgan, abolish the monarchy. All right, let me go to my tweet and then come back out to go into this. All right, so that was on February 6th. So that was 3 days prior. So this is the thing that was being discussed. Sometimes you just have to laugh because this is a clown show. How they aren't hiding an embarrassment is beyond me. Okay, is Prince Harry's return to duty the only way to boost the roster of working royals? He and Meghan have their critics, but they're the only younger family members cancer-stricken King Charles can call on with experience of public service. Now, from hindsight, not only was I right on this tweet, you know, I was just saying as my humble opinion, they put this headline out as if they're being nice. Okay, being nice, when they should be, you know, just tell the truth throughout, but you don't have to go out of your way to be nice, to make Harry feel somewhat different, like they change or something like that. This is how I'm seeing that now, but at that time on February 6th, this is the way that I was seeing it. A lot of begging probably will be taking place. Begging meaning Charles asking Harry to remove the thing. I didn't go in full detail on this, but another tweet later that day I did. Okay, the bootleg PR last week was dead on arrival. Okay, remember Camilla coming out, doing some engagement, and in one of the tweets I said there was a picture of her, and I said it looks like the inner feeling is showing on her face, because she was scary as hell in that picture. And then all the royal families, you know, were not going into an event, so that's what I mean by dead on arrival. Royal Rights British media is speaking where they left off since the last time he was in the UK. Okay, the day after when he left. Okay, on the 7th, the vile thing that I was seeing on the paper, I can't even share them on my community board for you. I made reference to them, but I didn't share the screenshot. So I was right again on this sentence. Nothing changes. May God protects him while he is in the liar's den. Came to find out through the comments, but I haven't seen any article mentioning it. It seems like Charles had invited Harry to go to Sandringham, and Harry said no. So our prayers always working to always, you know, guide him to make the right decision. Okay, so that was my tweet here, and let's go into that one. That was the retweet. All right, I read that already. Okay, so basically he is taking hush money. Okay, his goal was to expose the criminality of the Mirror. He did that. He also exposed Piers Morgan as a liar. Job done with money on top. All right, so that's the same thing his lawyer read. Okay, he did win. I read this comment. I blocked it because spewing nonsense, saying no, he didn't win. Okay, he said the Mirror hacked his phone. They said they didn't. He said Piers Morgan knew about it. Piers called him a liar. The judge said Piers knew. To stave off more damage, the Mirror settles for millions. Here is Harry's statement. Read it. All right. And Piers Morgan is sacked. Harry turns up, and President Award flew into the UK and out again. What a great week so far. Well done, Harry. Now on to the next Gado Press. All right. All he does is win, 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 no matter what. Karma is at work. Great job, Harry. Semper Invictus. All right. So let's go to the next tweet. Let's try to make this quick. I'm starting to get tired. And there's more. I have to create another video, different topics. Alright, so there's this here. They are even going under posts and claiming that he owes £2 million to his lawyers, so he didn't gain anything. And that's a lie. It's Mirror Group that has to pay Harry's lawyer fees plus agreed to pay Harry's substantial damage. So she retweeted that. Okay, I see the Royal Rights with their burner accounts. There's a laugh here. They also mad that Harry won. You know how I know it's them? They are defending the British media, and nearly all of them are calling Harry every deplorable names you can think of, and even denying that he actually won the case. You mad, bro. The squad uncovered them. Alright, I went MGN paying Harry's lawyer's fees, and then after I wrote this and I realized there's the comment here. Oh, someone put the byline below here. Okay, these 2 millions are in addition to the settlement to Prince Harry. Earlier, there's the byline thing here, which I read at the beginning. Earlier in the hearing this morning at the High Court, the judge ordered MGN to pay around £2 million for losing the generic part of the case about systemic crime and lies at the paper between 1998 to 2011. Okay, so that's the ad. Let's move to the next one. There's more comment, but let's move on. So let me read the last one. Okay, exactly. They have to pay all the costs of bringing the suit, including the $2 million for his attorney fees, plus they have to pay substantial damages. They're just trying to spread misinformation to people who don't read things for themselves. Okay, I just read the article. It's on this video, by the way. Alright, so there's the squad. Is that Meghan? I think that's Meghan. What a wonderful, glorious day. Cheer all. There's that. Okay, Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan for UK Tabloid. Yep, that was during Queen Bee concert. Oh my god, I had such a good time sharing this tweet with you guys. Okay, it's somewhere on my... Where did I post it? Happy Team Sussex. Okay, loving this year already, and it's not even much yet. There's a lot. Can't wait to find out what their upcoming projects are too. Me too, sis. That's an ad. So let's go to the next one. Okay, there's that. There's the squad making reference to Piers Morgan being on YouTube. A YouTuber, there's the laugh. Let that sink in. There's the laugh. I believe I comment on it somewhere. Where's my comment? Oh, I thought I did comment on it. Never mind. Maybe it's another one. Alright, so let me just read some. Shame on him. There's the laugh here. Okay, not in peace though. There is no rest for this wicked comeback. Alright, laughing my ass off. YouTube Pierce LOL. Alright, so that's the ad. Alright, the squad are just laughing. So let's move on. Next tweet. Okay, so there's that. This is the face of hate. A disgusting excuse of a human who only exists to spread hate on the planet. He has no moral compass and does everything he can to bring down the Sussexes. Report him to IPSO. Dead on arrival. He's not gonna get any response. Harry, this is the thing also with IPSO. Harry used to go to them and make complaint. They always said there's nothing wrong. So after a couple times, okay, rejecting Harry's claim, Harry deal with them in court. This is another thing. IPSO.
But if Diana had hoped to get support from the Queen, she was sorely disappointed. According to the princess, the Queen turned a cold shoulder to her appeal for help.
The princess described an emotional scene inside the walls of Buckingham Palace.
And I was sobbing and I said, what do I do? I'm coming to you, what do I do? And she said, I don't know what you should do. I was hopeless. And that was it. That was help. So I didn't go back to her again for help. Because I don't go back again if I don't go to the first time right. And so over the years, Diana never talks to me. I never know. So I didn't go back to her again for help. Because I don't go back again if I don't go to the first time right. And so over the years, Diana never talks to me. I never know.
Alright, Piers Morgan sparked outrage as he says, I will this is one of the things I didn't want to share. Look at this, how it popped up. F off. Okay, almost as bad as Meghan, hoping the wells that... Oh my God. Where do you ever hear Meghan say something like that? Oh Lord. Okay, who wish Kate that? Not on my account. Stop with silly comments. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Okay, just okay, so these are hateful things, so let me not spend time on it. Next one, I have 3 more and they are LOL. Okay, there's the squad. Okay, oh dear, it seems Piers Morgan has found his way on the list of people who will be receiving attention from Meghan Markle's ancestors soon. Sussex squad, love that for him. That's the GIF they put. The squad are crazy. Okay, well, that must be the black side of her family because the white side has more sense. Well, whatever. Sensible white side, the half sis who gave up her kids because she can't find a babysitter, the half brother charged with domestic violence, the father who sold his child's letter to the tabloid. So there's all of this. I don't want to go into that. I don't know, when these people are spewing their nonsense, they don't know what their nonsense they saying is equate to. Manifesting, it's karma. There's all of that. That's an ad. Okay, I don't want YouTube to black me for that. And here you go, Pierce. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. That's a LOL as well. 2 more. Oh my God, and when I was watching this, I was like, what is she eating? Is that fish with something that just looked nasty? Because I hate fish anyway. The way she's eating it, it looked like a very deep fried fish. Oh, you don't know how much I hate fish. The smell of it as well. Well, a degenerate and gaseous mouth breather has been relegated to YouTube. Imagine Piers Morgan used to be on CNN, climb high, and is now falling very low. A sprinkling of chicken blood, some cream soda, and 2 dead fish. Piers Morgan is finished. Oh my God, that's quite crazy. He got fired. Him good mouth, bring him down. There's that here. Okay, trash is what he is. Okay, that's an ad. Okay, let's bam. Alright. He'll suddenly have millions of views because you can buy views for YouTube. That's why William was doing his doc on YouTube. LOL. Ridley. What is it? If YouTube find out, they could suspend him. Because I think that's illegal. That's crazy. Okay, his dolly house, okay, broke down and mashed up. There's a laugh. Couldn't have happened to someone more deserving. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Let me move on. Because there's so many other things. I have to do another video. Because I know I'm not going to have time to edit. So I'm just going to record. because we have places to go tomorrow. One more left. Damn, haha, Harry wasted his money suing MGN. He won his case but only got a quarter of what he wanted. He could have settled like his brother. Harry, watch this. And this is another thing. The tabloid, because they all are together, they are a group. That other guy who was saying, is the drip drip drip, or was it a woman who was saying it? And then the guy said, they'll never win.
Is that the case?
No, absolutely not. No, I mean, and if we're talking about why this whole, you know, Harry Meghan thing started, it started because several years ago, if you cast your mind back, the Queen was and always will be the most popular royal, but second to that was Harry. It wasn't William and Kate. It was not William and Kate. And when Harry and Meghan became such a popular couple, it put everybody's noses out of joint. The establishment wanted to retain the monarchy as it was, to boost William and Kate, and the media, the Daily Mail and the Telegraph in particular, fed those lines.
Well, I agree with everything until you said the last bit. I think that somebody in the palace decided to take them down a peg or two, and it went too far. Absolutely. But it's all history now, isn't it?
No, it's not history, because, for instance, if you take the media on, as Dawn will know, if you
never win.
For instance, if you take the media on, as Dawn will know, you
never win.
If you never win.
Okay, that alone starts scaring you. They're already scaring you to not proceed. But thank God, if they have a good judge who will look into the law and follow the law, you'll be okay if you have the truth on your side. Okay? Plus a public admission of wrongdoing and an apology, winning. Okay? They could never understand how it works. Harry's attorney asked the court to make the paper pay $2.5 million. That's at least a third of what Harry received, except that Harry didn't have to pay the attorney fee out of what he received. There's the life here. Harry also received damages. That's the thing they don't get. Okay, so the lawyer said, no, I don't want Harry to pay me. I want them to pay me because Harry won. And the court agrees. And then on top of that, okay, Harry got some damages from his winning. Okay, let's read some of this here. Okay, he got $2 million, not half $1 million. He got $2 million. Why is nobody reporting that? What is going on? But this is substantial. I just read the article. They didn't disclose the amount, so I'm not sure about that. There's the laugh here. I bet a lot are crying. They were gloating when Prince Harry had to pay £48,000. I wonder if they will be gloating still. Okay, embarrassing tweet. First the Aviation Legend Award, then presenting at the NFL Award, now victory against the Mirror Group and Piers Morgan. We see your pain. It's not about the money for Harry. Yeah, it wasn't really at all. He went to war with the giant corporation and won. And by so doing, the world see the British media and their minions for who they are. Not only that, remember what I've said in other videos, is that not only the nonsense, the lies, the facade, the script that they were writing about him and his wife, now going to court is to actually solidify, saying this is the truth. So anybody in the future reading the tabloid, the headlines, okay, they could go to court and say, okay, Harry, you know, called the paper to court and won. All right, with the phone hacking and false information. Okay, news flash, it was in the name of doing the right thing and he won. Okay, Harry will never follow William. William is woodless. I could not be happier. Well, ask me again once. Piers is locked up. Okay, he got 10 times more than his brother. Okay, he won his court case, proved his point about the hacking of private phone, and Piers Morgan has been relegated to YouTube. I say that he's cracking a result. Okay, and missed the opportunity to declare those royal rats guilty. I don't think so. Money isn't the issue with him, and beside, that's what William said to you that he actually did. Prince Harry gives all year round, so don't worry about it. Okay, then he get more than his brother. All right, so let me go into that and then I'll move to the next one. He got loaded more than his brother. He got justice. Yeah, pretty much the justice part is the part. And then William, I just can't understand. He had the upper hand. Let me pause this. He had the upper hand. I don't know why he did what he did. And there's a possibility he probably as dumb as F. They probably give him a small amount and said, okay, let me give you a little bit extra, maybe add up to whatever the amount he got, and say, make sure to keep your brother from suing us. And he thought that was a lot. Meanwhile, they didn't have control over him. Harry read the room and said, I'm going on my own. Alright, so this, oh my god, you don't know how much I love this video. Whoever did it is crazy funny. Live footage of the People's Prince walking back into his California mansion after being awarded a substantial amount of monetary damages from the toxic British media. There's a laugh. Prince Harry won. Prince Harry, NFL, Cameron Hayward, King Charles. Okay, so let's this. I think there's a music. Let's see here. Let's listen. Yeah, there's a music, so I better not even put it to give myself work. Look. I did it when I came back to PYTE. It is so funny. Look at it. Oh my god, these people are crazy. There's that. When will they learn to stop playing with Princess Diana's son? Okay, Prince Harry won. There's that. Live or live footage. Live. Okay, but whatever, typo, my love, but glad you got the point. Enjoy. I think live footage is good as well, because remember, he went to the UK. They could have Diana him. From what I've heard, I don't know if it's true, his father wanted to fly him to Sandringham to discuss what, I don't know. Okay, remember that video that I did on PYTE? It has been done before, so Harry should always keep that behind his mind when he's meeting with his family. Okay, and then as example, he should remember what happened to the Romanovs. Okay, what God and good woman will do with an inherently good man, y'all can't even begin to imagine. There's money. I swear I love my people. Laughing my ass off. There's a laugh. This is wild. Okay, so that's my last tweet for this video. So let's do a prayer. My last prayer was this. Let's do another one. What should we do? Prayer for thanks. Okay, thanks for victory. Prayer for victory, success and victory. Okay, let's do that. And victory. Okay, bless me with love, power and sound mind. Heal me in every area of my life. God bless me with your favor, joy, knowledge, wisdom, peace, protection, prosperity, strength and success, and all you have called me to do, and bless me to do all you have called me to do, and the spirit of excellence for your glory. I think this is perfect. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. There's a lot to do. I have to do thumbnails for a lot of videos. Okay, so that's it. Please subscribe to all the other channels. Happy Team Sussex, this one, PYTE, and our part of Pure Service. That's the charity channel. I just did a video there. Okay, so that's it regarding Invictus. Okay, so that's it.